Is it coming?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I am going to draw some sketches here that would let you have the elaboration on the three topics that you have presented in your speech today. Number one, success that leads you to the greater gaining. What I feel about success, that is progressive realization of a worthy goal. This is my definition of success. Okay? Success is progressive. What do you mean by progressive? Sir, it is something which is never stopping. When you have reached a bar, you'd like to raise it a bigger one. When you have reached that bigger one, you'd like to raise it to the bigger one again. So it is progressive. You want to go on and on and on. Success should be having the realization within. No one can make you feel success in this world. You have to feel success within. And that will come when you are working with the positivity, when you are working with greater determination and faith within. It will automatically come to you. Realization that I have achieved something till now in my life. And if you have that realization, it will lead you ahead in making some more commitment to yourself. And you will keep moving ahead. The goal that we decide should have some worthiness. We can have two names, Osama bin Laden and Obama. Both are very successful into their own discipline. But Osama bin Laden had unworthy goals. So what, people are not going to remember him for long run. But Obama seems to have greater welfare for the people of Africa, and he has done great job in America, and he is the first president ever in America who is having the black skin. So we got to see worthiness determines the quality of your success, and if you have some worthy goals, you can expect to have gain more in life rather than just going backwards. So always have some worthiness into your goal. And you have to set in your target where you want to reach. Actually, most of us keep wandering here and there, and we never plan what are we going to do eventually. And this causes great damage to our life. And we should have well-planned architecture of what we are going to do in the future and how we are going to lead the path to succeed. Okay, so if you follow these points, you're sure going to gain success in life. And keep analyzing what you have done till now, what you need to do more in order to have something more in your life, and how you're just going to lead yourself 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and eventually where you want to reach till the end of your life. So everything should be well planned, because the people, those who are planning, those who go with full plan, they are only able to execute it, and they are the successful beings. The next topic that you had is discipline, that you call in Hindi Anushasan. Anu that we means follow, and Sashan that we means order. That he asked for the definition. I stated following the order is discipline. And basically it is divided into two types. Number one is external, and number two is internal. Most often we get to have the people, those who are externally disciplined. It happens in a class. You can take a simple example. When the teacher is there inside the class, the students are well disciplined. But as soon as the teacher gets out of the class, they are getting violent. They are dancing on the benches, they are making cacophony, and plenty of yelling is there inside the classroom. So this is an external discipline which is mounted on somebody under some pressure. Okay, when the exam date is coming, we begin to work. External discipline. And when we are taking an hour every day to have constant study that will go into your internal discipline. And it is well said, the people, those who are internally disciplined are considered to be more successful rather than those who are externally disciplined. And external discipline doesn't lead us to have better glory and you can say a great success in life. So you should be having internal discipline into you. And it springs from the bottom of your heart and it is dependent on the kind of moral teaching we get from our parents, we get from the society in which we live, we get in the company we live. Okay, and that leads us to have a disciplined, well-disciplined life, and the people with discipline are sure to succeed in life. And number 3 that you talked about is attitude. Somebody asked me, I stated I follow 3 things: education, experience in life, and number 3rd is environment. Education, experience and environment, 3 items. Educating the mind without moral creates a maniac in the society. अगर आपको education मिला है और उसमें moral नहीं है, that creates a maniac, a पागल, that you call शैतान. Society में एक शैतान को जन्म देता है. You should have people with ethical and moral education that will make you something very different. I stated Osama bin Laden had great education from Oxford University. He had his M.Tech in chemical engineering, but he did destructive, and so what? He got the punishment or reward in the sense of his life. So we should have education for the positivity. Bill Gates, you can take a wonderful example. He is a software engineer and he has been working so hard that no one can evaluate, but he devotes 90% of his earning into charity and the world honors him greatly. Today if he goes anywhere, he is given free means entertainment by everybody. So this is what we have to gain. Need to have the good education in order to form good attitude. Number 1 is experience. Experience in life is one of the most important aspect of our means career, and the way we get experience from someone or something, we treat that person next time the same way. Suppose we are getting the tourist from different parts of the world to our country, but if we are not behaving very properly to those tourists, their experience is going bad with Indians and they are avoiding to come in India. And take the example of a small country like Malaysia, which is having the same number of tourists landing on their own countries as we have got here in India, such a big country. And there the experience is good for the reason people are quite honest in Malaysia and they are tackling with the people, those who are coming from different alien lands with extra, you can say, care that they do not even give to their own countrymen, and they are respected more than anywhere else. Once you visit Malaysia, you get to see it. So experience is something what gives you positive note to work with other people. And number 3 is your environment. It is also important. If we are living in a healthy environment, we are just going to gain better. If you are living in a company of good friends, you are going to learn from them. If you are living in an environment where the society, people are quite educated, you are going to get great from them. And if you are living in a particular country where people are helpful in nature and they are supporting each other out, you are going to gain more. So your attitude will already be formed with all these things, and we have to make it, because no one can else come and make our attitude. We have to shape it and we have to decide what is good and bad for us. As she stated about the story of a person who was a soaker and he had 2 sons. One became an IAS officer, the other one became the soaker like his father. And when the people asked, you became a soaker, your brother is an IAS officer, how come that? Then he responded, that person who had become an IAS officer, he said, I determined in my life that I would never do the things that my father did with me and my family, and I am going to make my life distinct. And that was his attitude towards looking his life. And the other said, I saw my father doing the same thing and I started doing the same and I became a sober. So this is the way how you just take the things for yourself and you have to decide what is good and bad for you, and you have to make your path of success and decide how you got to be disciplined and how you have to form your attitude. This will lead you to succeed. Okay? Thank you.